I don't even know how to start with this one. So for those of you who don't know, ADB Access doesn't work with Android 4.2.2 unless you update the ADB software on your computer. So an XDA user makes a nice guide explaining this and how to update ADB and puts it all in a nice thread. Then he keeps coming back for months to help people who get stuck. Today a noob user posts in this ADB thread the following. Help! I can't get ADB to work in this 4.2.2 ROM. Any idea what might be wrong? There aren't words, people. Literally, he posted asking how to fix something in a thread dedicated to a guide on how to fix exactly the same problem. The thread title reads, iDuos kernel for Samsung Galaxy Y Duos. And the user's post, I have a Huawei Y210D. Can I use this kernel on my Huawei? Yeah, I think it's named Huawei. Let's just call it Huawei. If not, please help me increasing the RAM saying SD card. Saying thanks in advance. And my reply, please try to understand what's written in the thread title at least. If you don't read the first post of the thread before posting. This kernel is only for the Galaxy Y Duos phone. No other. Ask in general Android Q&A section. Good job, man, good job. I got the double post in multiple threads thing today too. A guy asks his question in a ROM thread and it gets answered, despite it having been answered previously about 900 times. Then after he gets the answer in the depth thread, he cuts and pastes his question in the ROM's frequently asked questions thread. So not only does he not read or search before he posts, he doesn't read or search after he posts even. Was it either or even? Yeah, I think it was either. Anyway, there's this guy in the Explorer forums asks the most mind-blasting questions. In a ROM thread, it is mentioned in the first post that camcorder does not work. And this guy posts, any way to record video? And the worst part, people answer to his questions. Someone posted this. My data mobile don't work when I enable view in the high system bar the letter of connection, but I not enable the navigate in internet. When I try to disable the data mobile, cannot do it because you rehabilitate yourself. Not quite a facepalm, more of a Google Translate error, but it made me laugh. This isn't from XDA really, but it is from a Play Store review section. Hate Samsung Infuse 4G. Okay, so I hop on it, right, make a new saving, walk over to a tree, then it freezes, so I had to remove the battery, and once my phone turned back on, all of my pictures were deleted. So I've asked you earlier if you could submit some facepalms to me via email, and as usual, the guide to how to submit facepalms to me is in the description of this video down below. So thank you, you know yourself, thank you EH for the following facepalm. A guy that found strange that its LG G2 had no prediction of the time its battery would last while being at 100. Backstory, this is a kernel thread, the best ones for facepalm, for the Dorimang X kernel for the LG G2. A guy shows the SOT or screen on time he got while having the brightness at 30% and extreme power restrictions, but stating that the phone was fluid. This guy comes and says that even after 7 hours the battery was at 100% and shows no battery estimate for the time it would last. Another guy comes and explains some math. In theory, I would agree, since after recharging my phone after 7 hours in standby with Wi-Fi on, and still getting alerts to Gmail arriving for example, it says battery is still 100%. Curious. I checked the battery info and it's incapable of telling me what the expected battery life is. It just says collecting data. Rebooting did not change this. The reply is, serious? Sorry for some OT guys, but it seems somebody needs a math lesson. Instead of giving you the error, div, it says collecting data. Or even simpler, there's nothing to count. But hey, 100% after 7 hours is a great battery life. Another one from AJ. Thanks for fun. Okay, here we go. There's a super mod thread in Android development and hacking called Extreme Music. It basically changes system settings for optimum sound according to several hardware models, including some boosts like Viper for Android, Dolby Atmos, and several others for specific hardware. Yesterday, the thread started getting bombarded with facepalms. I'm sorry to say that I missed a couple before they got removed by the forum moderator. One guy posts, I have an HDPI device. I cannot see the bottom part and change the settings there. The reply to this, you should leave XDA. It's a system mod. There's no settings. There's nothing in there. I have an HDPI device. Just leave XDA, man. And the last one for today, thank you FH for submitting this facepalm. Or actually, should I say these two facepalms. Thank you so much, FH. It is a shame. It's the best, worst phone I ever had. I can't seem to find a decent daily driver for this phone. I tried DevHost for bug uses. CM12 and link don't work. If anyone has any suggestions, please PM me. Cheers in advance. This has been posted before in the last episode. The other one is, you can't install CWM recovery without a CWM ROM. And I think you can't install locked bootloader on unlocked bootloader. I recommend use flash tool and unlock your bootloader, and flash a kernel with TWRP recovery and wipe, and flash a CWM ROM. After you get CWM recovery and twerp recovery for extra. I recommend use Helium kernel to do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and keep submitting these facepalm posts to me so you could be featured in the next episode. I'm sorry I was late this week because we had the vacation and stuff. This was rirozizo on XDA Facepalm Posts number, where are we now? 11? Yeah, 11. And it started to rain again, and I'll see you next Monday, I hope.